It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Buccaneers, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
The Florida humidity certain to be a factor in this one. There's no other way to say it, really. It is hot. It is humid here at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Buccaneer ball club. They come in off a loss in the season opener, which doubled as the home opener.
And when you lose that way, at home, season opener, it almost feels like two losses. So it's a big fight to get yourselves ready to go to play the next week.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Falcons, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Leading him out in his 10th NFL season now from Texas A&M, Ryan Tannehill.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And it's a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup. Threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And the numbers for Claypool in last week's game. 52 yards.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Sermon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Defense really sold out there to stop the run. Understandable down near the goal line. Now on second down, you have to wonder, might we see play action here and a flip right over the top?
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. Here's Newton. And he just throws this one away. That was a bit strange, and here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
That grounding call could very well doom this drive. We'll see. They'll try again here, 3rd and goal. Now it's Newton, eluding the pressure right. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. On my spot sheets, I highlighted turnover margin because we remember they turned it over 4 times last week. So another one here in the first quarter. This isn't the way they want to go.
No, not even close, and it's not something they even imagine because the amount of time that we know that they spend in practice talking about what they need to get done, working on it, showing them how to take care of the football, and emphasizing what it means in terms of winning. They've got to just be puzzled right now that they're not taking care of the ball better.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Yannick Ngakoue in on the stop. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives. And I tell you. And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. The thing that they'll be looking at is a spot of the football, and this is always such a tough one for officials to get exactly right.
Not just because of how fast the game's going, but just trying to get the right sight line to the football. That's not always easy. We'll see what they decide here.
So a wise decision there defensively. They get the spot pushed back, and now it's not a first down. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. On the give, this is Singletary. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Here's Tannehill. And this is caught by Watkins. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. They're already trailing here in this first quarter. Last thing they needed was to cough the football. They coughed it up, but luckily for them, it went out of bounds.
Yeah, still a long way to go. But when you're losing, every possession takes on a little bit more importance, doesn't it? And in that case, they almost made this game a lot more difficult for themselves by turning it over. Fortunate there.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Finding Green complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this defense for the Falcons, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The numbers for Brown from a week ago, 6 catches, 72 yards. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Tannehill. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that's a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone. So give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. They'll roll him out right. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. And, CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you. But if you bring on those extra DBs, he sits back there and does what he wants. To me, it's going to be those DBs. When they catch the ball, big-time tackles really put it on those receivers.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Here's Newton. Flush to his right. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And now it's second down. From the gun, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
It's a big one now. You ain't going to burn me. Who wants some? Yeah, good job, fellas. Good job.
Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Being chased out left. And he whips that one incomplete there. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. But it'll be second down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
And there are really very few fullbacks in the NFL today that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Chase now on the jet sweep. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Play action, it's Newton. This to the outside, it's Sermon. Touchdown, Falcons! Trey Sermon with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Jamie Collins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And the Falcons grab it. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. And they start in the best of all positions, first and goal. The defense gets them the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's third and goal.
And as a quarterback, you're always pleased when you can use all the weapons at your disposal. Here he spots his fullback underneath, gets the completion right there for a nice pickup.
Now Newton on third and goal. Escaping the pressure right. A bullet throw, but incomplete. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to fourth down. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jared Cook, his second touchdown on the season. And the Falcons will extend their lead. This offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Tucker now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A drive there of just 4 plays, and the Falcons score to cap it off. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 29, Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's third down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Single, slot. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. 87's mom.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Singletary loses it, and the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drive, and that's the head coach.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And that is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. Throw left side, taken in by Claypool. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Newton. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got some space here. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
Yeah, and this is absolutely a defensive coordinator's worst nightmare as well, because they spend all week preaching about the need to wrap up and make sure tackles. But what a letdown here, and it winds up costing them big, big yardage.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Tannehill. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Looking for Brown, and he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. How about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. Getting set to go again here, Cam Newton marches back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Running left is Sermon. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Falcons on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it? How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
It seems like a short distance, but a yard in this situation, not easily done. So big compliments to the guys up front for creating some space, especially the guy taking the snap and finding a spot, finding a sliver, an opening, and making it work.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
They're throwing it on first down, but no one was open, so he gets flushed out of the pocket, runs towards the sidelines, gets out of bounds with a good gain and a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Newton. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. First man through, it's the fullback Juszczyk. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Newton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Newton. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the 2nd half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Here comes Ryan Tannehill now, leading his offense back out there. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go. The first half. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. And he'll get this away into the humid Florida sky. A 40-yard punt, no return, and control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before the break. Newton. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte, where it was the Panthers who were able to come away with the home victory. Trevor Lawrence, 3 touchdown passes as his guys moved to 2-0 on the young season. From there, we're off to check out another game. And you can see they trail the visiting Cowboys. Russell Gage, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. Finally, let's get to the desert. Let's check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they lead the visiting Minnesota Vikings at halftime. DK Metcalf, a touchdown catch in that first half. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And even though they've got a halftime lead, they're likely devising ways as we speak to try and get a little more production from their passing game. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they were even better throwing the football. Lots of open receivers to choose from, and you can bet that'll continue to be a focus in the second half. Final preparations being made for the second half, both in terms of game plan and also hydration, because humidity is really going to catch up to these guys, no doubt. And for the call of the second half, we go back to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They were victorious a week ago over Philadelphia. They lead here as well as they start out 1st and 10. Newton to throw. His throw incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Off play action. Newton sliding out of the pocket. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Now Newton That'll be complete to Cook. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He will find his man Chase complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw is Newton. Flush to his right. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Ray certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Newton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Henry runs the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now Newton. Rolling to his right. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Back to throw, Newton. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got his tight end, Mo Alley-Cox, complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. It's a jet sweep. Here comes Claypool with it. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, Sermon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there. And it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they were able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On first down, Singletary. And some room to work. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Singletary. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And that's complete. It's Green here. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And that's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Second down at 4. Tannehill throwing again. And after the nice stiff arm, the next wave swarms in quickly for the stop. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Tannehill. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. They'll look to run with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across. Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line. McManus now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And they'll run with Sermon to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Newton. Pass caught by Ruggs, middle of the field.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the 1st quarter.
They were gone in the 1st quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A shotgun snap for Newton. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there. They snap it to Newton. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. A fourth down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10.
Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on 2nd down is Newton. Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. A good pickup there, a 22.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
Another carry here for the fullback, Juszczyk. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
2nd down and 8. Right back to Juszczyk again. And there is a flag, so a big 2nd down pickup, but will it hold? That one's on Quentin Nelson, the all-pro guard. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Newton now to throw. Forced out to his left. Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the 1st as well. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Well, yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Sermon, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Trey Sermon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And that's certainly an important touchdown there and makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Tucker now to add the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it was finished off by the rookie Trey Sermon. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Trying to go back to Watkins, but it's going to be second down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out to the left, he's got Sample there. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To throw is Tannehill. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing again is Tannehill. This is the tight end fan. That catch good for only a couple. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. First target, first catch, and a first down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he'll get this underneath to Singletary. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Tannehill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a 3-yard gain. And just like that, it's third down. He's got his tight end fan. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. Tannehill to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. And caught right side, Green. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Counting down toward a minute to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Throwing, Tannehill. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time. Yeah,
because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Extra point from McManus is good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So there is still time, a little over 15 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And this is going to be covered up by the Falcons. And that should just about seal it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They run once more with Sermon. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Well, Brandon, they're getting to 2-0, and this time they're able to take a knee at the end and secure the victory.
Preseason, coach said their goal, they obviously want to win everything. He said, I think we can get off to a 3-0 start. Well, here they are looking at 2-0 right now. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Atlanta, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams.